Hey Tony, how you doing? I'm just waiting for the room to fill up. I just got on 40 seconds ago, so it normally takes a few minutes. I've been doing pretty good, pretty good. Just been chilling out, doing a lot of just keeping busy at work, trying to keep my mind off of other stuff, but doing very well. Work is progressing really nicely, that sort of thing. Blah, 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 blah. That sort of thing. Nathan, good evening from Europe. Nathan in the house. Nathan Swoofs. Good to have you here from Europe. Again, I'm just waiting for the room to fill up. Normally takes a couple of minutes here. I haven't been live for a while. Just so much on my plate right now. Cryptos are looking good. Silver's looking good. Um, Let me see the silver prices real quick. I got the crypto markets up, but I forgot to get. Let's see. Kitco metal quotes. Let's take a look at this. So silver's sitting right around as of Friday, right? Because the markets, the American markets, the New York spot, the New York spot price is actually the New York markets are closed right now. Won't open till tomorrow. But as they closed, what was it? Friday. They closed at 2603. So we're gonna see. Um, the Asians and European markets might open up first. So we're going to see where they're at once they open up. Let's get over here back to the window. Um, Anwar, thank you. Making big profits. Yes, sir. Doing very well in the crypto markets. I am just amazed on what Theta has done for us all. Um, but I'm going to get into that in a few minutes. McLovin, the Irish R&B singer. Theta's just killing it. It's killing it, man. We're making money. We're making money, and that's what we're here for, right? Steve O, hey, have not seen you in a while. Yeah, I know. Just been busy. There's that time of the year at work where it takes up a lot of our our energy, and that's that time of the year. I got a feeling it's going to be kind of slow for me here on YouTube. Um, I would say mid April. Mid April. After that, I think things will calm down. So just bear with me. Be patient with me. I'll get the videos up and going again. I know I used to put out a video once a day, sometimes twice a day. But again, work is taken over a little bit. Eddie's Little Shack. Uh, Everybody's telling me they haven't seen me in a while. And again, I do apologize. Actually, let me fix one thing. I like to have this thing going here. I like that. That's my little Iron Man I got at Universal Studios. Um, yeah, that's a sideshow collectible, actually. Sideshow collectible. They make excellent animation bust and whatnot. Superhero bust. They have everything: Superman, Iron Man. They have the Alien. Anything you can think of that was in the movies. Terminator. So yeah, look up Sideshow Collectibles. So love to get more of those things, but they're quite expensive, very expensive. That was actually a cheap one right there. That was just shy of $400. So for me, that there's a lot of for me that was a lot of cashola. Um, Trying to put on my glasses, get my old man glasses up. Actually, let me clean them up. Do exactly what my mom told me not to do, and clean it with my T-shirt. Yeah. Remember the days when we used to do that when we were kids? Wipe our mouths on our sleeves. Don't do that. But anyway, let's get down to business. So Ravenous Treasure, yes, I actually got, if we're talking about Theta, I got a good amount under $1. If anything, I got the bulk of my Theta at 13 cents. Imagine that. The bulk of my Theta at 13 cents, and it's now on the cusp of $7. So yeah, it's looking really good. I'm really happy with our choice. Law and Order Prepper, thank you for being here. Terry Van Hooligan. Oh man, that 400-acre land is starting to look like it will be happening the more my cryptos go up. Isn't that amazing? And I'm going to get into a little bit about, I don't know, I really honestly believe in being humble. I honestly do. I live my life trying to be humble. I try to be nice to everybody. But every now and then it feels good to go to a negative person and go, I told you so. You got to admit, it feels good. Every now and then to look at an asshole and call them out for what they are. And we'll do a little bit of that later on. So yeah, that 400-acre land that you're thinking about buying. Maybe 2 years ago, you would have thought, it's just a dream. But when we see the crypto markets today and what they have been, it's becoming more of a reality, right? It truly is. I just looked over. I can go right now and buy a very nice BMW for cash right now. I can do it, but I'm not going to do it. I'm gonna hold on to my ugly vehicle and just be patient because I want more than just a BMW in my life. I was just giving you an example. It would feel good though to go and buy your dream vehicle and just throw down an envelope of cash or give them a cashier's check. Yeah, we won't be needing those finance papers, Mr. Car Salesman. I'll tell you what, here's a cashier's check. I'll take that, and my seats will be this color. The engine size will be that size, and those rims and those tires, and it would be nice. But again, I have bigger dreams than a lousy old vehicle. It's just metal, right? At the end of the day, it's just metal. Tony La Quinta, how much Theta should we own? This is a good subject because it was easy for me to tell you how much Theta to get when Theta was around the $1 or $2 range. But now that it's $7, it was $8 at one time, I think, a week ago? It's very difficult for me to tell you based upon that dollar figure how much you should have. I would love for everybody to have a minimum of 10,000 Theta. I really would. However, you can't do that. Get as much as you physically can buy without putting your other financial obligations at risk. What I'm trying to say is don't sell your house and put it on Theta. Don't do the Las Vegas game. Pay your bills first and don't think you're going to get rich immediately tomorrow because you sacrifice your financial obligations and it doesn't pan out tomorrow, metaphorically tomorrow. You're going to run into some problems. So what I'm saying is get what you can afford to get. But I think it's now time. You still buy some Theta, but it's now time to start turning your attention to Digibyte. Again, Digibyte, I told you, it's going to go between $9 and $15. But right now it can be had for 5 cents. I think it's 6 cents now. So you can get a lot of bang for your buck by popping down $400-$500 and building up that Digibyte portfolio. That's not to say, I know I'm repeating myself, that's not to say to ignore Theta, because Theta in my opinion, is going to be in the hundreds. As a matter of fact, I'll quote Crazy for Cryptos is also his name is Digital Dave. He basically came out and said he has no doubt by the end of 2021, this year, that Theta will reach $20. And then he continued on with his sentence. He says, however, that's him being conservative. He says, $20, but I'm being conservative. I would not be surprised, he says, if it goes between $20 and $80 by the end of this year. But he just called out $20 to be conservative. Can you imagine that? So there's that balancing act financially that you got to do. How much Theta do you want to buy? And is it time now to flip on over and do the bulk of your investing now into Digibyte? That's up to you. I can't answer your question because I'm not a financial advisor, and I don't want to be held responsible for any decisions you might make. I could tell you, it wouldn't hurt to get a little bit more, even if it's 40 or 50 more Theta, because where Digital Dave and a lot of us are thinking where Theta is going, Digital Dave said, Crazy for Crypto YouTube channel, by the way, he flat out said he believes Theta will be into the thousands. But let's just say he's wrong. It only goes up to $100 or $200. And there's where you got to start to think, okay, maybe, add a little bit of Theta, but then also mainly concentrate on Digibyte because that hasn't started its ascent yet. So hard for me to tell you, folks. It really is. I would love to tell you what to do, but then again, I don't want to be held responsible. This is not a financial advice channel, but I'm basically concentrating on both, with the bulk of my allocations now leaning towards Digibyte. That's not to say I turned off the spigot to Theta. Okay, it's not saying that. It's just the bulk of my the higher percentage as far as money now is going towards Digibyte. Give me a second. I'll tell you, during the years where things start to bloom, I get a cough. Sorry about that. But those are great questions. Who else is here? So Tony LaQuinta, again, get what you can get financially, and just hold on to it. Wes, thank you so much. You see my Digibyte up there? I'm only bringing that out because your little logo is that D right there. So thank you, Wes, for joining in. Putting my stimulus check on my mortgage, going to own my home soon. Yeah, so use their weapons against them. I would love to blow the stimulus check on something stupid. But man, the worst thing you can do to them, the people who have turned us into slaves, is use that money against them. Pay off your debt. Buy some Theta or Digibyte. Some silver or gold for that matter. Right now, use that money against them and don't blow it on like stereo equipment or camera gear or, even guns right now. If you have a gun, you got enough, so do something smart with it. Make yourself rich. Putting my stimulus check. Oh, I already read that one. David Gomez, you called $5 Theta. Hold on a second. David Gomez, comment. Overtaxed taxpayer, you called $5 Theta by end of year. That's right. And I appreciate you remembering that, because now it is $6.49 as of 10 minutes ago when I looked at it. And you got to remember, it actually hit $8. What was it? $8.05 it hit? $8.05. And a lot of people were calling for a significant crash, and that significant crash did not happen. However, that's not saying it can't happen. we've all seen the prices of silver and gold, how they fluctuate, and one day they just go crashing right down below visibility. And I don't want people to be shocked when that happens, because it can happen. Just because it hasn't happened yet, there's always tomorrow. But don't get depressed when your silver, your gold, your cryptocurrencies crash. Think of it as a buying opportunity. Okay? Think of it as a buying opportunity to get more. Going back to that one question, how much Theta should they own? Well, at $7, it's kind of hard to get those amounts for the dollar. But I'm hoping Theta crashes to, let's say, $1.50. Boom, you can get you get, all right, 6 times as much for the same amount of money. So I'm definitely looking for a crash, because I'm not done accumulating yet. You know, we're all in that acquisition phase, and the only time we really should be worried about where our gold is and where our silver is and where our cryptos are is when the time comes that we want to cash out, right? That's when we should be concerned on how high it is, not now while we're in the acquisition phase. So I'm actually hoping for a crash. I really am, so I can get more for cheaper. And again, it goes back to what Tony asked. How much Theta should we hold? Well, at $7 per Theta coin, it's hard for me to tell you to go and below, $400 and only get like 40 Theta out of it. But if Theta crashes to, let's say, $1 or $2, and that same $400 is going to buy a hell of a lot more, right? So, all right, you get the point. I'm hoping for a crash. I'm serious. Joliet, Larry, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I got in at 13 cents. And you know what's weird? For a while, Digibyte and Theta were mirroring each other's price with the exception of one digit. I got into my Digibyte at 1.3 cents. When at that same time, Theta was 13 cents. And every time Theta nudged up, so did Digibyte. And it matched the numbers almost like a mirror for quite a few years, for I would say 2 or 3 years. When you go and take a look at the charts, it was just off that lousy digit. So getting back to that market crash that I'm hoping, the reason why I tell people not to worry when the market crashes, I always see gold and silver and cryptos almost like, what's a good analogy? Almost like an athlete. If it can jump this high and all of a sudden it's only jumping this high, it has the capability of going up here again. So we've seen it hit $8, right? When it crashes, don't panic, buy more. See, the mistake a lot of people make is when it crashes, they sell off. Oh my God, I'm losing everything. I'm going to sell it so I don't lose all my money. Oh my God, oh my God. And the next minute they know, they sold almost everything at a loss. And then a week later, the prices are not only up to where they sold at, but doubled. So they just take a whammy. Don't panic when the market crashes. Think of it as a buying opportunity for your precious metals as well as your cryptos. Again, I think of it as an athlete. If you see it achieve a goal, you know it can do it again. Michael Todd, thank you so much for being in the house here. Wait until Theta moves onto Coinbase. We've been waiting for that move for a while, as well as Digibyte. Remember, they were thinking what were they? They were 9 or 13 crypto, 9 or 13. There was somewhere in the area of 10 cryptocurrencies that Coinbase was mulling over. And that was, a year ago? And they still haven't made those decisions. Yet every other shit coin, remember all those emails we were getting? Go get some free, go to Coinbase and answer 10 questions and you get like 5 of this and 5 of that. And remember all those cheap shit coins? Coinbase has taken those on, which are going nowhere. Matter of fact, I got all those freebies and then swapped them for Bitcoin. That's what I did. I swapped them all for Bitcoin or Litecoin, whatever. And those coins are currently stagnant. They're doing nothing. But yet at the same time, two of the big boys, Digibyte and Theta, you know, for some reason, Coinbase has not made a decision. Now I can tell you this: as far as Theta, Binance is not selling Theta to United States citizens. Perhaps that's playing a role in Coinbase's decision not to put that on their exchange. I don't know, but you would have thought Digibyte at a very minimum. Boy, I need to take a shower or something. I'm kind of looking a little scrungy. I look like I rolled out of bed. I did. Who else is here? Yeah, so I'm looking forward. One day I'm hoping that Coinbase does take on Theta, but I'm going to tell you, there's that thing after you've been in the markets for a while, there's that thing called intuition, street smarts, or maybe just you get a vibe, you get a feeling. I don't think Coinbase is going to take Theta on. I think they have at this point a higher percentage taking Digibyte on than Theta at this point is what I believe. You just get this intuition. I don't think that's going to happen. Wes, Bitcoin went to $60,000 each. Can you imagine that? And you got to remember when Bitcoin started out, what were they, $1? I'm hearing that it was actually under $1. Can you imagine just spending $20, $100 on Bitcoin back then? And just sitting on it, and it's now worth $60,000 each. That's soon to be Theta. I'm not saying Theta is going to reach $60,000, but what I am saying is Theta is our second chance to achieve our dreams, our freedoms, our whatever we want out of life. I think it's our second chance, and then Digibyte will be our third chance. Tony, you won't own, and I'm just repeating what somebody says here. Tony, you won't own your own home even after you pay off your debt. Stop paying your property taxes and let me know how that goes out for you. And he's right. Even after you pay off your home, you still have those stupid property taxes. And they'll come and take the entire home if you miss them. 13-cent Theta, your 58X, that's something to be very happy about. Thank you very much. I am very happy with a 58% increase in my investment. Where else can you... Man, these cheap readers from Walmart. Where else can you get a 58%, or I should say 58 times investment on return on your investment? You can't even get that. What is a savings account going for nowadays? I don't even have a savings account. Honest to God. I have a checking account, and that's just to allocate money to pay off bills. But what does a savings account pay? Not even 1%. Not even 1%. You're not even getting 1x back on your money. Not even 1x. And forget their IRAs and all these other short-term yearly investments where you got to invest in whatnot and lock up the money for a year or 6 months or whatever. It's just not even worth it at this point. Yeah, I am, Tony. As I mentioned earlier, I'm buying Digibyte. I'm gonna probably take some of the stimulus and invest it. I'm not gonna blow it. We have not yet seen Digibyte do what it can do. And we're going to see that as sure as shit. Like I told you 2-3 years ago about Theta when it wasn't doing shit. I'm telling you now, Digibyte will be the next Theta. Mark my words. Mark my words. Thank you, Skywatcher. Yukon Cornelius, shouldn't you pay off debt, maybe? Of course you should. But if you can do that while investing money, you might be surprised that one day your investment is actually what pays off your debt. But to struggle and pay off your debt without a strategy, a long-term strategy, you're basically flailing in water. I say do them both at the same time, pay off debt and invest. And hopefully your investment turns out to be what saves your ass. So you're not paying off your debt into your 70s and 80s. BMX and a boat, maybe. Boat for me. Never heard of Holo Shot. Never heard of it. Sorry about that. Edgewater Heating, buy gold now. Gold is looking good. Looks like I won't be getting a stimmy this year unless they use the 2019 taxes. And Mr. Android, you're right. T-fuel. Very important to have some T-fuel. Just for the mere fact is if you want to move Theta around, you're going to need a small amount of T-fuel. But T-fuel will actually increase in price as well as Theta increases, so it will pull T-fuel up a little bit. I have no doubt by the end of this year, T-fuel will be $1. Give or take a few cents, $1. So Edgewater says, if you got the last stimulus, you'll get this one as well. We'll see. A lot of people are waiting on the stimulus check. Yeah, I have no Dash. I have none of that yet. When I go quiet, I'm just reading some of the comments. See, Gabby, platinum's good, but the problem I have with platinum is it looks too much like silver. Now, what does that really mean? It means is when you want to trade your platinum, the person that's buying it's going to be very suspicious and think it's only silver at best. So, you know, I steer away from platinum. Gold, I think gold is, you know, a better, in my mind, gold is a better purchase for investing than platinum. I just, am I right? Probably not, but that's how I feel. It's, you know, you got to do what's right for each, you know. I just feel gold is a better investment than platinum, even though platinum is more expensive. But just because something's more expensive doesn't mean it's a better investment, in my opinion. Just an opinion. Airmac Full from Luxembourg. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Yeah, T-Fuel is on fire. Edgewater Heating crypto will be wiped out by the government. Well, then we better make our money and get in and out real fast, shouldn't we? I don't think so, because you have a lot of other governments that you have cryptos from around the world. The bulk of them are from overseas, actually. Yeah, I'm hearing things about Polkadot. I don't have any of that as well. Diversify into precious metals, ammo, and cryptos. Absolutely. Gerald Jones in the house and Zachary Mays, thank you. Tudor Toma, thank you. Nah, major DNB, nope, not much. I'm not saying much of anything today. It's a slow. My mind is actually on a weekend break. So Morpheus, no, I'm not making any excuses for nobody. Um, the fact of the matter is, in his defense, everybody's wrong some of the time. There'll be a time, and I don't mean to make it sound like I've never been wrong, but I've been wrong a billion times, and I'll be wrong another billion times. So I'm not making excuses for him. He has made some predictions that did not pan out. He's actually made predictions that Trump is getting back into office. What was it? February, I don't know. Trump was supposed to go back into office February something. Maybe it was the 20th. Then he came back on and said, no, I've been doing some research. It might be March 22nd. You know, little things like that I put in the back of my mind, but I'm not going to bash somebody. The fact of the matter is, I think you need to gauge a person not just by what they say, but what their intentions were. If their intentions were malicious, then maybe you need to hold them to the fire. But you get my point. I don't think he has a malicious bone in his body that I can detect. I'm not all seeing and all knowing. But you know what? Nobody's perfect in life. In life, nobody's perfect. You just gotta team up with the people that are, I don't know, that level of perfectness that, no one's perfect. So you got to, and everybody's weird in their own way, right? So you need to team up with people that have that certain weirdness that you can deal with, that medium, that nice medium that you can deal with, because everybody's weird. Everybody makes mistakes. So, it is what it is. I'm not going to hold them accountable. I'm really disappointed about the entire Trump thing, but hey, it is what it is. I think he's helped as many people as I think he's paid his dues by the amount of people he's helping. That was JSIP4, by the way. Mr. Android, thank you for being here. Brenda, countrywide. You must file gains even if you don't cash out. Unfair, but be very careful if you didn't file yearly. They are watching your transactions. Okay. Okay. I basically would say this: consult with your tax person. Okay. Don't take my word for tax advice. Don't take anybody's word here for tax advice. Consult with your tax person, your accountant. I couldn't even think of accountant for a second. Consult with your accountant, your tax guy. I'm just some dude on YouTube. He's got some funny models behind him, and a little bobblehead. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna listen to a schmuck like me for freaking tax advice? You're going down. Script Skynet, thank you so much for being here. Digibyte again. Right now, the biggest bang for your buck, in my opinion. I can't speak to every crypto out there. A lot of people are saying Stellar Lumens are good, and XRP and all this other stuff. I'm sure they're good. But right now, I got to go with my intuition. My intuition has served me fairly well. My intuition tells me right now it's Theta and Digibyte. Patriot 1776, 9 millimeters, 99 cents a round. I guess it is. Little Red Pony, thanks for being here. And Edgewater. This used to be a gold and silver channel. It still is. You know, I also barbecue a lot of steaks. It doesn't mean I can't diversify and have some, you know, some chicken every now and then. A little salmon every now and then, right? You got to do what you got to do. I can see silver prices going down. Sold some silver bars like a month ago when it was high and traded for gold. I'll buy more silver when it goes down again. Michael Tremblay, I agree with you. Right now, silver, for me, in my opinion, is just stagnant. I can buy some and have that 50% risk it goes down, instead of me waiting for it to go down first and then cash in, meaning buy more. I don't find right now that it's, for me, buying more silver when it has a 50-50 going down. Just when I see another market called cryptocurrencies, when 75% of the time my pickings are going up. Just doesn't make financial sense. So going back to that gentleman who said, "Oh, I thought this used to be a silver and gold channel." It is. It is. It's actually an investment channel. It's actually a money-making channel, an investment channel, a prepping channel, a thinking with common sense channel. Why should I keep buying silver when it's just stagnant at that $26, $27 range? I mean, just sitting there. In Vegas odds, Vegas says it's got a higher probability of crashing than going up at this point. Well, I'm not freaking cashing in on something that has a higher probability of going down than up. No. For now, I'll turn my attentions to cryptocurrencies because it's got a higher probability of going up. And I'll wait for silver and gold to do what they got to do. And I'll see what they got to do. I'll see and map what they're doing. And when they finally do make their move, it'll give me better information to formulate a decision. Morpheus, Digibyte has been a bust, in my opinion. Again, remember when Theta was just sitting at 13 cents for 2.5 years? Doesn't Digibyte sound the same? Digibyte just sitting, it was sitting at 1.3 cents. All of a sudden jumped to 6 cents. Give it some time. It's a slow mover. April 21st, you thinking Theta's going to go to $20 by April 21st? I understand the mainnet's going to be deployed, right? They're going to have that new update. But $20, here's what I think. I look for stability. So when, for example, when Theta jumped to $8, I didn't come out here making a video. In order for me to justify a video, it needs to stay above $8 for a good week or two. That shows stability. It shows a new ground floor. But when something just jumps to $8 and goes right back to 6.5, it's kind of like a bench press. Get somebody who can do one bench press at a certain weight, and they say, "Oh, I can do it." All right. Now do it for reps, is what I say. So if it hits $20 I don't think it'll stay above $20, because remember, isn't that right around the time the mainnet is being launched? So if it hits $20, what's going to happen? You're going to have a lot of people pulling their profits, driving the market down again. That's where I see it. I see it's plausible to hit 20 bucks, but to stay there for a consistent time, no, I don't see it right yet. So, Raw Food Writer, do I have a rough estimate on how high Digibyte will go and when? I have a rough estimate on how Digibyte will go. I can't answer the when question because even Theta had some plans that they had to change. So I see Digibyte going between $9 and $13. Some people say more, but I'm saying between $9 and $13. I say we're going to need to see about another year for some higher activity. We'll just say that. Crypto Dave says in another month or two we're going to see some higher activity. But what does that mean? What does higher activity mean? I mean, going from 6 cents to 11 cents, is that what we call higher activity? I don't know. But we're just going to have, Digibyte's one of those things like silver. You're going to have to be patient with it. But once it moves, you're going to be very grateful that you have some. Oh, definitely not, Brenda. I agree with you. I don't think you can cash out without paying the government. Absolutely not. You know, that money hits your bank account, you know, using exchange or whatnot. That bank account is, I mean, that bank is going to notify the IRS. So I 100% agree with you. If you're going to invest in cryptocurrencies, basically invest 30% more. And always think of 30% has to go to the government. Whether that 30% is an exact amount, I have no clue, but that's a good rough estimate. Maynard, thank you for being here. Let's see. I am Negan. We're all just renters. Thing is to keep out of debt. Absolutely. Randall McMurphy, I rather just hold the silver. My luck, I sell it, and then silver finally gets unleashed. Again, save these for the day that you retire. Judd Stroud. I'm going to just be very simple with you. In order to be able to buy cryptos, you first have to introduce your paper money into the crypto market. In order to do that, you need to set up a Coinbase account. Go to Coinbase, what is it, .io or .com? I don't know what the heck it is right now. Go to Coinbase and just set yourself up an account. Okay? You got to at least take that first step before people can tell you how to use an exchange and whatnot. Once, if you haven't set up a Coinbase account, you're flailing. You're not gonna stay above water. I have a lot of Theta, but I made the mistake of not keeping track of how I got it. Don't even worry about that, because I think in Theta wallet, where your Theta probably is, I think there's a transaction history where you can print out a report. Whether they call it transaction history, those exact words, I don't recall, but there is a historical where you can find out where your Theta is coming from. How do you get your key that you hold privately? I don't know what you mean. How do you get your key? The key is given to you once you set up an account. Or if you buy a nano oops, if you buy a Ledger Nano, that's all given to you when you set that up. So not really understanding your question. Who else is here? When I dropped that the entire text just scrolled down. By the way, I appreciate everybody being here on a Sunday. I know, for me, my most precious commodity is time because I have very little of it. So I appreciate your time for being here. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it again. Who else is here? I just dropped everything. Gosh, okay, I'm back where I was. So I need to move along a little because there's a lot of comments here. It has no use case. That's incorrect statement. Digibyte has no use case, although I like its blockchain. Morpheus, I politely disagree with you. Digibyte, for example, I had to e-sign a lot of mortgage documents in the I won't tell you why, but I had to sign a lot of mortgage documents, and a lot of it was e-signing. One of the things Digibyte is going to be doing is they're going to be the security behind e-signatures. That is just one project out of many that Digibyte is responsible for. It will be document security via the internet. So Digibyte can be gotten from a lot of exchanges. For example, if you buy on Coinbase, whatever you buy, you transfer it to the exchange of your liking, providing that that exchange has Digibyte. For me, I use Exodus. So I would buy something on Coinbase, right? I would exchange that something over to Exodus. Exodus would then allow me to exchange Digibyte for that something. Okay, what I mean by something, because when you buy on Coinbase, you have the option of buying Bitcoin, Litecoin. I can keep going on and on and on. That's what I mean by that something. So whatever you buy, whether it's Ethereum or whatever, you then transfer it over to Exodus, and then you're able to exchange them out. Exchange it. So if you bought Bitcoin on Coinbase, you then transfer that Bitcoin over to Exodus. You then make an exchange Bitcoin for Digibyte. Very simple. You can also do it on simpleswap.io, or you can do it on godex.io, Atomic Wallet. There's so many things so many places you can get Digibyte. But first thing you got to do, you got to get a Coinbase account. So I have a couple of goldbacks. I'm sorry. I got I don't know, I got about 5 goldbacks. They're pretty cool. Zachary Mays, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you could, I would appreciate a thumbs up. That would be cool. You know why I like the thumbs up? It helps the video. YouTube's algorithms will suggest a video that has more thumbs up than 0 thumbs up. That's why I always ask for a thumbs up. Chainlink, Arif Aden, Chainlink, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I unfortunately only have one Chainlink. Kevin James, where do you buy Digibyte? Just explain that. I could see the Theta hit a hundo. Okay, he means 100. Roger Helms, of the lower price currency on Coinbase, which are some of you like? When I buy on Coinbase, I'll normally only buy Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Ethereum. I used to buy XRP, but XRP they shut off all trading to XRP on Coinbase until they rectify their problems with the lawsuit. So, and again, when I buy on Coinbase, it's just for the purpose of transferring something, for the purpose of transferring that to an exchange to get what I ultimately want. For example, Theta or Digibyte. So when I purchase on Coinbase, I know I'm being very wordy. It's very irrelevant what I buy because it's just a mechanism for getting more Theta or for getting more XRP or for getting more Digibyte. The one thing I do not normally buy is Ethereum because it just seems like the exchanges charge you more money for using Ethereum as an exchange mechanism. So basically, just buy Bitcoin or Litecoin. Again, it's irrelevant. You're not buying it for financial purposes. You're just buying it for the mechanism of exchanging it for what you ultimately want. Of course, if you want to hold on to Bitcoin or Litecoin, that's a financial decision, and that's something I'm not offering right now, if you know what I mean. So MilSpec, go to SimpleSwap or Godex, Godex. You can get your Theta there. Be prepared to wait. Last time I bought Theta, I kid you not, it took four or 5 hours for the transaction to complete. I was actually at the point where I thought I lost my money. So just be prepared, okay? And obviously set yourself up a Theta wallet first. Okay, because it's those places are going to want to transfer it to a Theta wallet. So go to theta.io or whatever the darn website is and set you up a free wallet. All right, where am I now? Smash the like button. Doggy Maddox. I don't have any doggy coins, DOGE coins. I don't have any of those, unfortunately. I agree with you, Tony LaQuinta. Swap whatever crypto. So it's irrelevant what you're buying, right? If you're using it for a swap mechanism. That's what I try to do. A lot of the channels will steer you towards their, oh, you want some help, advice on how to purchase something? That's what I have a beef about. While while I said it early in the video, I don't like to throw certain people under the bus. I, I, I do not like the fact that they set up paid for channels and then they say, well, I'm not going to tell you how to buy cryptos. You want to know how to buy cryptos, you have to pay for a subscription over here of mine. And then I'll tell you, I don't play that. I do try to tell people how to buy cryptos, although I don't have the time to hold their hands. So just understand that. And yes, that is an EOTech. That's night vision compatible. Would you like to see it? Somebody just made a comment about this. So this is a night vision compatible EOTech. I forgot the model. I think it's a 553 or 5 whatever it is. Daniel Defense Rail. Trying to get it to focus. Couple of toys, couple nice little add-ons here. But thank you for taking notice. It's just one of the toys I have. I wouldn't call that a toy, but you get my point. So ready or not, thank you so much. Yeah, I don't really know. Let me see. What does it say? I believe it's underneath. I would have to actually take it off, and I think there's a sticker underneath. I don't recall the model. But if you look it up, it's their night vision compatible one. Smoke, grill anything good lately? Yeah, I did. Last week I reverse seared some porterhouse steaks, some filet mignon. So yeah, tonight I'm just gonna do I'm just gonna smoke some, believe it or not, hamburgers. Yeah, hamburgers. So Lewis Schwartz, I think I'm saying that right. Buddy, once I discovered crypto, silver got very boring. Once I discovered crypto, comma, silver got very boring. That said, you were an inspiration to his mindset, to his mindset, I'm reading. Has not bought silver in 6 months, same here. Has not bought silver in 6 months, but did accumulate in the $14 to $18 range. Thank you. And he's got XRP. Trying to read it's basically one run-on sentence. So I was kind of trying to break it up into something I can understand. However, Neo, you might have said $1,000 Ethereum by end of 2020. No one's upset with you. Because what is it? It's what, 200 now? Whatever it is, 2.25. It's still nice. It's still nice. We're not prophets. We don't need to be exact, and we can't all pretend that we know where it's going. No, that's when you make a fool of ourselves, right? But I applaud you. It went up. When I was into Ethereum, it's gone up since then. I feel like an idiot for not holding any. Bitcoin's going up to 100K this year. Yukon, I agree with you. I agree with you. And if not 100, it'll be damn close to it. I agree with you, Yukon. 100K for one Bitcoin. I agree with you. Gabby Marr, thank you so much. For those who don't think I'm into silver, I definitely am into silver. But there's a right time. I'm getting out of your way. There's a right time and a wrong time to buy anything. All right. So again, this channel started out as a silver and gold channel, but just because you're a silver and gold channel doesn't mean you can't put pauses on those purchases and allocate that money into something else. It's kind of like football and baseball. You know, people will follow a team regardless of whether they're losers. They'll follow them down over a cliff. No, if you're a good team, you're a good team. If you start sucking, you start sucking, and I'll stop watching you. This is my little analogy for silver and gold. Right now, all my silver and gold purchases are on hold. Don't get me wrong, haven't sold 1 ounce. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the right time to buy silver and gold. SM, thank you so much. Skywatcher in the house. Felonious, Bitcoin looks like a bubble in search of a Pinto. Pop it. Fuck a wolf. Weird name. I tried to get my family into the crypto and silver bandwagon, but they didn't. I can't wake them up. Isn't that amazing? Gosh. Isn't that amazing? And that goes back to what I was saying about naysayers. You know, they will fight to the death to be right. And, you know, it's funny, when Theta was 13 cents, they called you, they being, you know, the naysayers, called you a fool for buying it. It got up to 20 cents. He said you were a fool and to buy it. Got up to $1, $2. They kept saying the same thing. It's up to $6. Today it was $6.50. They're still saying the same thing. They will fight to the death to be right. And this goes well into just about anything of opinion, whether it's political, whether it's just intellectual, whether it's financial. They will fight to the death to be right. They will fight so hard they will even lose family members. They would rather lose friends just to be right. But few will consider being correct. There's a difference. It hit $8, and these fools, oh, it's a bad move. Bad move. What would it take? I would ask those people, what would it take for them to say it's a good move? I should have done it. Will they still be saying it's a bad move when Theta hits $20, $100 an ounce? Because those same people are saying exactly that about Bitcoin, and that's $60,000. Those same naysayers. Oh, it's a stupid move. I'm just going to buy my $27 silver. Yeah. Definitely, like Rayman. Definitely silver and gold. Definitely. You know, I'm into silver and gold, but there's a right and wrong time to buy stocks, to buy whatever you want. When is going to be the right time for these naysayers? Felonious Bitcoin in the house. Thank you so much. Don Ferris, do you belong to Digital Days Patreon Club? I do not belong to his Patriot Club, his Patreon Club. I apologize. You know, I just don't have the time right now. I do watch Digital Dave's videos. I like how humble he is. I just like the guy in general. But right now, no. Morpheus, Melvin Knight in the house. Love JSNIP4. I like JSNIP4 too. He's correct about President Trump. He's coming back soon. Stay tuned. Trust the plan. Melvin, that's where you and I go our separate ways. I love JSNIP4. He is my top YouTube channel. When I log on to YouTube, the first channel I check to see if they have new videos posted is JSNIP4. So this is not a personal thing. I think he's been spot on with silver, gold, and cryptos. All right, to a point. But he's been completely wrong about the Trump getting back into the White House. He made a proclamation that it was going to occur February. As we got closer to February, he changed his tune to March. I think he said March 22nd. He says if it doesn't happen by March 22nd, he'll definitely come online and say he was wrong. If he does that, that's great. But other than that, I love the guy, not in a gay way, but if you know what I mean. I love his channel, that sort of thing. I think he's humble. I think, I don't think there's, if he's given any misinformation out, I don't think it was from a malicious, I don't think it was done maliciously, but he's been wrong about the Trump thing. And I love President Trump. I wish he was back, but I just don't see him coming back into office right now. I mean, I will eat a mega hat if Trump got back into office by March 22nd. I will literally cut it up and put it in my mouth and try to eat it. I hate to see it come out on the bottom side, though. Can you imagine eating a freaking hat and having to poop that out? All right. But I'll do it if I have to. Thank you, Melvin Knight. I appreciate you being here. Boy, that conversation took a weird turn all the way to pooping. All right. I'm freaking delirious. I need a shot of bourbon or something. You know, it's funny. I always make jokes about drinking, but I think I have maybe 2 drinks a year, 3 drinks a year. That's about it. I'm not a big drinker. And I'm a lightweight when I do drink, though. because I drink so rarely. I can drink like three shots of bourbon, good bourbon. Well, I normally order a double, so 3 doubles, and I'm pretty freaking lit. But I'm a happy drunk. Very close family member. If mine is finally buying Theta, awesome. Morpheus, Qcoin has Theta. I didn't know that, but I tried to sign up for Qcoin, and it was a bitch. I do not like how it was very difficult to sign up. T-Fuel and Theta. Nick Jones in the house. Suggest dollar cost average for the long term at these levels. I don't know what you're asking me. You want me to suggest cost averaging? I don't understand what you're saying, because we don't know where it's actually going to, right? There's one variable. In order to have an average, you have to have a beginning price, right? And you have to have an end price. No difference than doing comps in your neighborhood when you go to sell your house. You have to have a cost average. What is your lowest price sold? What is your highest price sold? I can't answer your question without both variables. And time also plays a factor in cost average. Joe W. in the house. He withdrew a message. Felonius is here, by the way. Thank you, Felonius. I have been getting your text. Neo Gaming, Litecoin will shock everybody soon. Yeah, I wish I had something like 20 Litecoin. I can kick myself. And I sold it all for Theta, but stupid move, but Theta has done wonderful. Sony, Sony is doing business with the Theta platform, but Digibyte, I think you're mistaken, Morpheus. Again, I'll say it. Digibyte is going to be responsible for a lot of eDoc security features. Jimbo in the house, Neo Gaming, Joey Jansen. I didn't listen to you on Theta. This Joey Jansen's comment to me. I did not listen to you on Theta. Did listen to you on Digi, but started doing some research and just sold all my Digi for VRA, up 3x in 1 week. That's awesome. That is awesome. I never heard of VRA though. I'm just reading the comments. I know a lot of people say, well, you shouldn't do cryptocurrencies just in case the power goes out. And I get a little flustered with that. You shouldn't do this. This might happen. You shouldn't do that. That might happen. You shouldn't set up solar panels, the solar eclipse, or, what do they call that? Extreme sun flare or something might occur. You shouldn't do that. So basically, you should be paralyzed from fear and never take a risk because X, Y, or Z is going to happen or could happen. Never take a risk. Never. I don't see that logic. Don't see it at all. View ASQ'd. Thank you. Poor man stacking spirits. He deals with the weird. I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're speaking about. You're speaking about another YouTube channel. And that's where I kind of, go my separate, I'm just not into making price predictions on ESP or extrasensory perception crap. I don't. Yeah, so Steve Stevens makes a good point. Your bank accounts won't work without electricity, so you still put money in the savings account. It's just all an excuse. It's just an excuse. It's amazing. You can have $100,000 in cash in the savings account, and they'll pat themselves on the back. They'll pat you on the back for having 100,000. But you tell them you have $100,000 worth of silver, they'll laugh at you. They'll laugh at you. Oh, that's the silliest thing. Okay. My cold wallet doesn't need power to store my private keys. I agree. Anyway, folks, I think I'm going to head out. I think I've said all I need to say. I've answered quite a bit of questions. I'm going to go and barbecue something. What time is it? It's 4 o'clock here. I'm going to throw the burgers on the grill and have some cheeseburgers tonight. What I do is I smoke the burgers. I actually put them in the smoker, and then at the end, I throw them on a flame. Gives them such a great flavor. And then I throw some melted cheese on them. And I'm just reading some of the other comments. Hyperinflation still a big danger. Yeah, they're still printing money. Exit strategy. What's your exit strategy for Theta? Exit strategy will be conceived of when it gets into the hundreds. I'm just not ready right now. My exit strategy obviously will ship them to that exchange in Australia and have them deposit the money into my account, where I will immediately pay off my home and all my debt, buy my boat, buy whatever I want, and just live a good lifestyle with my friends. And that's about. But I'm not going to even think about an exit strategy until I see Theta do something that's not going to make me a little bit of money, but it's going to alter my entire lifestyle. It's going to change my lifestyle. Anyway, Eric, thank you so much. Roger Helms, I appreciate everybody's time. I'm out of here. Before you go, please leave me a thumbs up, and obviously leave a comment after this video is posted in the comment section, not here in this comment section. Again, when you take a look at someone's video that's been posted already, you'll see a comment section. But that'd be cool too. Ribeyes are good. I love ribeyes. I love all freaking meat. Anyway, gotta run. Take care.